All right, YouTube, Sir Daniel 1975 back here and getting ready to start the prep for the paint on this model. And I ended up deciding that I'd save the drilling of the windows for this, and I came up with something here so you can see it on my hand. With my hand in the background, is I took that little bit and I took one of the X-Acto knife handles, and I was able to actually get it in there when it was loose and tighten it. So I had like a little thing to work with. So I'm not using my fingers to turn it, and it works a lot better. And it's going to be a little hard, but let me see if I can do one without shadow on top. Okay. And just do that like that, and I'm doing it very lightly. And right there was where I was drilling. So, yep, there's a window back there. Hopefully that shows up on camera. And so that's what I'm doing. And it makes it so much easier to just use this rather than use my fingers. It's a lot less laborsome, and probably be able to speed through this and get these all drilled out and prepped. After that, I got to sand the nacelles, or the nacelles as some people call them, and then I will be ready to paint. So here we go. All right, YouTube. Getting ready to start doing painting, and with a lot of mental consideration, I've decided I'm going to do a dark base coat and then go over it with the lighter colors until I get the desired color. And also this will help bring out some of the detail lines and stuff like that, because I'm probably going to do a bit of a dry brush to get the desired look. And then I will concentrate on whether or not I'm going to actually try to paint Aztec panels on it, or if I'm just going to put the decals on it. I don't know yet. So here it goes. And I have, this time, watered it down. So it's going to go on a lot thinner, as you see, and it's going to take more than one coat to do this. And yeah, again, people are going, "Oh my God, you're using a brush and not an airbrush." Right? I don't have an airbrush things. So yes, I use a brush. And as you can see, it's starting to fill in those detail lines dark, which is what I want. And this is actually a pewter gray color, and it's watered down, like I said needs to be done when you do acrylics. And so it goes on a lot thinner. And I just love working with acrylics. It's water based. Like if I made a terrible error right now, I could technically just rinse it off in the sink, or get, if it was a big error, or if it was a small error, I could take something from, say, like a wet paper towel or a wet brush, and do that. And So yes, and of course on the other coats, that's when this will get better. And I just get it all covered, and it's thin. And that's just the bottom of the saucer. And it's also going to help even it up. I mean, there's still a little bit of like, you could tell that it was painted and that the paint was removed, but this is actually evening up the look. It's going to make it a lot easier to paint the detail paint. And that will probably be the first coat. And I'll let it dry. It won't take long to dry. Literally minutes, especially with this thin of a coat. I actually have a little fan I'm probably going to get set up that will help dry the model, so I can work quicker, and then I can just continue to paint. And it will be a process that goes really, really quickly, like I said. And I already see a little spot here where there's been some paint build up, and since I caught it, I'm gonna hit it with a dry brush. Yes, say that. You don't want the paint to build up anywhere. Back in there. So there you go. And you come back, I will have done some more painting. Okay. Well, YouTube, I put the what I call, it's kind of like putting a primer on, but I put a darker color on for the base, and I'm going to brush over until I get the desired color with the lighter colors. So I'm going to go in with a dolphin gray first, and if that's not what I want, and I'll go down to a white. So when I come back, I'll be prepped to use this paint. Alright, YouTube, this is the paint, and I'm going to dry brush it. So basically get most of it off, and then let it come on here and do that. So it's going on real thin, and then I'm just going to do that. Like so, until I get the desired look. And this is how I do all my effects painting on when I do my haunt. It helps keep detail on certain things, and so this is what I'm going to do and see how it comes out. Try to go in the same direction. Occasionally you'll have to spread it out and go in the other direction, but basically that's what I'm going to do until I get my, like I said, my desired look. When I come back, you'll see I've done both sides of this saucer in that, and if I want to lighten it anymore, go to the white. Alright, YouTube, I've done some coats of the dry brush with the dolphin gray, which is like an aircraft gray, and you can see what the results are. It's the paint's a little bit uneven in spots. What dry brushing does, it does show off some of the detail lines, but it's still not light enough in my opinion. It looks too much like the color of the Constitution from the TV show, which was kind of like an aircraft light gray, from my memory. So anyway, I am going to do the white. So that's what's coming next, and when I come back, you'll see me prep to start painting, and I'll show you some of my dry brushing. Alright, YouTube, and as promised, I'm going to show you some of the dry brushing, and I'm not going to show you a whole saucer of it. That'd be too long of a video, but basically what you do is you dip it into the paint, your brush, and then you rub some of it off on that surface, and you come up to a paper towel and you do that. You take most of the bulk off, and then it needs a little bit more, and then you come in here and you just very quickly do that. And I think I showed this a little bit with the Dolphin Gray, and I'm not sure if it's showing up the change, but it's already on my natural eyes starting to come out to be the color that I want it to be. So yeah, and this is what I want to do. Yeah, the white dry brush is going to get this. So anyway, when I come back, I will have finished the white dry brush, and it'll probably going to be 2 coats of the white dry brush. Hey YouTube, had some problems. Maybe you can tell by seeing the model it's all messed up looking. That's because I started removing the paint again, and it's because this white paint, when I went to use it, it looks terrible. No matter what I do when I'm brushing it, when I water it down, whatever, it tends to dry in funky, globby patches like you're brushing on Elmer's glue. So I guess it's this is the kind of stuff that you're better off airbrushing this paint than you are trying to hand paint it on. For some reason, it's just the white that's doing it. So I am going to continue to remove this paint, and when I come back, the paint will be pretty much removed. I might not do like a perfect job of it. I pretty much know what I'm going to do for paint now. I'm going to do this this Dolphin Gray as the base coat, and then I'm going to paint on over the top of it some lighter stuff. Let's see, what do I got here? I've got, that's kind of light. Here's the real light one. So anyway, I don't know, I might do something different where maybe I do add a tad white to one of these to lighten it up. But I've got some other lighter color paints, and I know they're not really the color of the ship. I might even just leave this Dolphin Gray as the color of the ship. I'm not sure. So it's just going to be a wait and see type deal. All right. Catch you on the next clip. All right, YouTube. Success. Repairment plan is starting to work. As you can see, we're starting to get consistency. Looks good. So that's the disaster. As me, actually, it's been. I removed most of the white through the process of using some of the paint thinner, and then using this extremely fine wet dry sandpaper. And it looks terrible, but actually it's paintable the way it is. So I'm just painting over the top of that. So that's what happened when I painted over that look on the bottom. So it came out very consistent. I'm happy. I can move forward. That's the base color I'm going to use. It's the dolphin gray with actually a little bit of white added to it. I decided to lighten it up a bit. So it's going to be a decent looking ship. It's going to come together. All is right with the world, the universe, and it's particularly with the Star Trek universe, and life is going forward. All right, YouTube. I've had some success. Get the shadow out. As you can see, decent solid color. Paint's pretty good. Much better, more in line with the style of work that I do, and acceptable. I'll do a little bit more touch up on it, on some of the edge of the saucer and stuff, and I'm feeling a lot better about it now. And moving forward. All right, YouTube. Major progress. You already seen saucer's done as far as base coat. Base coat on the neck is done. And base coat on the engineering section is done. There's just a little bit of drying going on. So I'm going to start doing some detail paint. And I'm going to start on the neck piece. Get that out of the way. And then start on the saucer and then add it to... Or I'm going to start on the engineering section. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, a lot of progress has been made. And I'm ready to get rolling. So catch you on the next clip.